Hi, are you appearing for a job interview and are you nervous about it? Yes, it's quite common. In the last video, we have understood on what is an interview, and today I'm here to talk about the purpose of an interview. Now, this is another step to lose your interview fear, and my name is Indra. I'm a skill development trainer. An interview is a two-way exchange, a conversation in which both participants have goals. Now, when I'm talking about both participants, one participant is the employer, and second is you, who you can call yourself as a job applicant or a candidate. Now, the purpose of an interview is we are talking about purpose of an interview from the employer perspective. It offers the employer valuable insight into the job applicant's personality and your abilities. That means, from a company point of view, it gives me details about your personality and various abilities you have. Now, the interview serves the purpose of objectives for both the employer and the job applicant or the candidate. Now, moving forward, when we are talking about purpose of an interview from the employer perspective, uh, from the employer point of view, it's going to give me the appropriate background, including educational experience, details of the candidate, whether or not a given candidate is an ideal match for the company and the job that is being offered by the company. Does the job applicant possess the required skills to do the offered job or can be trained? Now here, depending on the type of job that's being offered by the company, the skill sets vary from company to company. So the interviewer is very keenly observing and looking into the skills what you possess, and at the same time he also has a knowledge about the skills that is required for doing a job which is being offered by the company. So from the company perspective, he is looking at the skills what you possess, and if you don't have the skills, are you a person who can be trained, or can he put you under the trainable category? Now, moving forward, from the employer perspective, does the job applicant want to work for this company or look at this opportunity as a stepping stone? Now, the interviewer is evaluating you very keenly, as we want to use this opportunity as a stepping stone towards the next job in your career. So, is the candidate aware of the honest and about your future goals and plans? This is something which is from the company perspective. Okay. So that means that are you honest and are you sincere about your future? And then, so what are your goals for your future and what are your plans for the future is what is being evaluated by the company. Now, moving forward again from the company perspective, is the candidate motivated and eager to learn? Now, willingness to learn is one of the most important quality which any employer would look for. Okay, so from the company perspective, when I'm looking at you, I'm looking at your motivation levels and do you have the eagerness to learn. Whether the candidate has the educational qualification, the relevant skills, that means the technical and the soft skills, the work experience and expertise as required by the company. Now, these are certain parameters which the interviewer or the HR is evaluating you. So, one is your educational qualification for every kind of a job that's being offered by the company. So, they have a specific educational qualification. So, are you meeting the educational qualification requirements? Do you have the technical skills and do you have the soft skills as required by the company? And if at all the company is looking for a person who's got experience, so do you have the relevant experience is something the evaluator is checking on you, and to find out the language, the communication skills and the behavior. Now, apart from your skills that is needed for doing a job, the communication skills is one of the most important factor. So he's looking at your skill set level. That is, when I'm talking about communication skills, I'm talking about the verbal communication and the written communication. And your behavioral skills are also being evaluated. Now, how do you handle criticism and pressure at work is another parameter which you are being evaluated from the company perspective or the employer perspective. And can you work in a team as well as an individual? Do you have the ability to mix with others? Do you mingle with others? Do you have the ability to work as an individual as well? Now, how can you be an asset to this organization? This is one of the most important factor. The employer is looking at you. So he is not looking at you as a short-term employee. He is looking at you as a person who is going to work for us for a long time. So he is keenly evaluating you on how can you be an asset to the organization. Now, moving forward from the understanding the interview and the interviewer from the company perspective, so he is going to verify the accuracy of the details provided on your resume. Now, there is something called as a background verification, which the HR department will do if necessary. It's at the discretion of the company. They want to verify your job details, and then so in general, I'm trying to tell you that there may be verification based on the details that's been provided in your resume. And moving forward, the company is also evaluating on see how the candidate responds in a particular situation, establish the relevance of the candidate experience, qualification and achievements, and also determine the candidate salary requirements. So every job, every company has got their own salary structure, and then so when I take your interview from the company perspective, so he's going to understand what are your salary requirements and is it matching with what the company is offering you. Generally, to see if you are the right fit for the job. This is another parameter which the interviewer is evaluating on you. Now, moving forward, we are going to look at the purpose of an interview from the from the candidate perspective. From your point of view, that means when you are looking at you as a candidate looking for a job in the company, so is it the right opportunity to showcase and exhibit your possessed skills? Well, this job is in line with your career goals, is something which if you are the candidate you need to check out on, and do I have the growth opportunities with the organization you are applying for, so how fast can you grow? And because every candidate would have a short-term and a long-term goals in mind as well as career growth is concerned. So the job which is being offered by the company, from your point of view, you need to verify if this company, this job opportunity is providing you the growth opportunities. And also research about the work schedule. Are you comfortable with the schedule on which the company wants you to work? And research about the work environment. Find out, is there a need to travel and relocate? Because most of the companies today, they want people who are willing to travel and relocate based on the work requirement and the business requirement. So next point is find out about the job roles and responsibilities. What are the challenges you may have to face in this company, and check out how will this job help you to achieve the desired goals, that's your career goals. And also you need to look at the salary packages, growth path, appraisals, and how fast can you get promoted. What opportunities does this job provide for you? So is there any internal career advancement and career development, about future responsibilities of the job? So these are some points which you need to look at from the job applicant or your point of view, and I hope you've been able to understand the purpose of an interview from the employer perspective and your perspective. If you go ahead and understand the purpose of an interview from your point of view and the company point of view, this will give you a clear idea, and your tension will come down a lot. So in the next video, I'm going to come up with another topic. Thank you.